Hello everyone. This session on vector I will be discussing cross product with you, the concept and its application. Understanding cross product will help you to solve JEE problems, JEE mains I will say, because for JEE advanced you have to do one more topic, that is scalar triple product and little bit of vector triple product. That will do. And this continuing session, today mainly I will discuss the concepts of cross product and simple related application of it which is required for mathematics. We are not doing anything for physics, I told you earlier also. So let me start with the definition. The cross product between two vectors, I am taking vectors this manner, two vectors, say this one A, this one B, and the angle between them equal to theta. Because concept of 3D where one unit vector has to be drawn parallel to the given vectors will be there. Two vectors A and B are there, and in cap is the unit vector perpendicular to plane of A and B. So let A and B lie on the same plane and n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane of A and B. Then A cross B is given by AB sin theta n cap. You could have written mod A, mod B, because already I told you that the vector without arrow is the modulus. That's why instead of mod A we can write simply A. So one first important observation we'll make here, some important observations. That number one, first question, is A cross B a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? This A cross B associated with the vector on the right hand side. So we talk about the direction first. Direction of A cross B is along n cap. So this will imply that A cross B is a vector perpendicular to the plane of the vectors A and B. A cross B is a vector quantity which is directed along n cap, but n cap is perpendicular to plane of A and B, so A cross B will be vector perpendicular to the plane of A and B. Number two, direction of A cross B is understood, but sometimes you will be confused that how to find in a difficult situation the direction of A cross B or n cap. Remember, direction of A cross B, so if you just go by cross product, if you say that sense of rotation from A to B, then it's fine. if you say that sense of rotation from A to B and n cap is coming accordingly, like in right-handed system, then it's fine. Otherwise, I'll tell you to learn about right-hand thumb rule. Direction of A cross B is determined by right hand thumb rule. What is that? If you curl the fingers of right hand from vector A to vector B, then n cap will be along the direction of thumb. Okay, so what you are doing? You curl the fingers of your right hand from vector A to B, then n cap will be along the direction of thumb. This is the best way to remember the direction of A cross B. So once more, that curl, I am just writing here, curl the fingers of your right hand from vector A to B, then the thumb gives the direction of A cross B. Understood? So, what is the direction of B cross B? B cross A. Just look at the diagram. If by using right hand thumb rule, we want to find direction of B cross A. This is in what direction? That B cross A, so this I am writing in observation 3. That B cross A, so again you will curl the fingers of right hand from B to A. So n cap is going down. If they lie in the same plane, xy plane, then initially if you take A along x-axis, B along y-axis, then n cap will be along z-axis. This time B to A means it will be along negative direction of z-axis. So B cross A will be B is sin theta minus n cap. So this is nothing but AB sin theta n cap. This is nothing but A cross B. So we got B cross A equal to minus A cross B. Very important observation. B cross A and A cross B are exactly opposite directions. Okay? Then number 4, that if we take modulus of both sides in A cross B, let me write it again. A cross B is what? AB sin theta n cap. So mod A cross B will be what? AB sin theta mod n cap. Therefore, A cross B will be AB sin theta into n. You will say that what important observation is there? But one thing I would like to tell you, whatever I am doing here, that has good application in the ongoing session. Okay? Mod A cross B obviously is a scalar quantity and it is given by AB sin theta. We are going to show that this mod A cross B will represent the area of a parallelogram whose two adjacent sides are given. Okay, let us write that. Okay, application I am coming back. Before that, let us make another observation. Number 5. If A and B make angles 0 degree or 180 degree, then in both the cases A cross B will be 0, because sin 0 you know 0, sin 180 also 0. So what will be your conclusion? If two vectors A and B are parallel or anti-parallel, then A cross B has to be equal to 0. Two vectors A and B are parallel or anti-parallel, then A cross B has to be equal to 0. Okay? So cross product will help you to decide whether two given vectors are anti-parallel or running parallel. Okay? Now let us discuss about the calculations involved in unit vectors. With the idea we already got here, I am taking a right-handed system here. This is your x, y and z axis. I cap, j cap and k cap. 90 degree, 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. So if we want to find I cross I, what's the result? The result is 0, because angle between them is equal to 0 degree. Similarly, J cross J, not K, J cross J, what is the result? J cross J 0 and K cross K also 0. Okay? Now, what about I cross J cross K? I cross J, I cross K. If you take the cross product between two dissimilar vectors, I am taking I cap here, J cap here. You take clockwise, anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter, but the sense I have shown you here, it will be in this sense. That is I to J, J to K and K to I. What about I cross J? If you curl the fingers of right hand from I to J, then it will be along J axis. This is going to be K. What about J cross K? This is going to be I. K cross I, it will be J. Similarly, every time you will be able to understand by curling your finger from the first to second vector. I to J if you curl, it will be along K. J to K if you curl, it will be along I. K to I if you curl, it will be along J. Okay? So, I cross J, J cross K and K cross I can be determined easily with the sign if you fix up on this circle. At the same time, from this diagram only, J cross I, and using the concept A cross B is minus B cross A, this is going to be minus I cross J. K cross J will be what? And this is, I am not elongating here, that is minus K. J cross K will be, K cross J will be what? This is minus I, and I cross K, if you just take opposite order, it will be minus J. Okay? So this will remember to find cross product between, just a question, find the cross product R1 cross R2 if R1 vector equal to A1I plus B1J C1K, R2 vector A2I B2J C2K. Okay, let us find R1 cross R2 here. Okay, how to? Let's go step by step. That R1 cross R2, you can write A1I B1J C1K cross A2I B2J C2K. If you go step by step, I cross I, it will be 0. A1 B2 I cross J, it will be K vector. A1 C2 I cross K, it will be minus J vector. We have done it. See, I cross K, what's the result? Minus J. So it will be A1 C2 J. So with A1 I have multiplied this vector. With B1J, how will you get? It will be B1 A2 J cross I minus K. B1 B2 J cross J, the result is 0, plus B1 C2 J cross K, it is I. C1 A2 K cross I. K cross I will be what? K cross I will be minus J, plus C1 B2 K cross J. K cross J will be what? K cross I am wrong because you see here K cross I is J. So this will be J. C1 B2 K cross J. K cross J will be minus I. Now collect all i's together. B1 C2 minus B2 C1 I cap minus, why minus I am keeping first? A1 C2 minus C1 A2 J cap plus A1 B2 minus A2 B1 K cap. Okay? Why have I taken minus first? Because I want to write the result in the form of determinant. You don't have to do so elaborately every time. You write I, J, K and then A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. See, I1 into B1, C2 minus B2, C1 is there, minus J into A1, C2 plus minus C1, A2 is there, plus K into A1, B2 minus B1, A2 is there. Let us find one easy application for it. Just we take this one, find R1 cross R2 if R1 equal to I minus 2J plus K, R2 equal to 3I plus 2K. Okay? So we write in this form first. Cross product going to be what here? That by using determinant R1 cross R2 will be IJK and then A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2. So this is going to be I. This time it is going to be I, J, K. What is A1, B1, C1? 1 minus 2, 1. A2, B2, C2. No J is there. So it will be 0 and 2. Now go for ordinary calculation. That is by using the determinant. So this is going to be I minus j this plus k into 0 plus 6. So minus 4i j 6k. Okay. So this way cross product is found out. You found one very easy numerical application. Now cross product in mathematics, for mathematics when you are going to do, you must know some important application. First one is area of parallelogram, that I am going to state. The first application we are going to learn that to find area of parallelogram. Not by the method you have learned before, that base into height. Definitely the same formula. Formula is not changed. Because that formula, you know, area of parallelogram was found by using integration concept. And that is true, we will be using here. But finally, the form we get will help you to find the area of parallelogram quickly. You take a parallelogram whose two adjacent sides are vector A and vector B. You are going to find the area of the parallelogram made by these two vectors. First, complete the parallelogram. Let us complete the parallelogram first. So this is a parallelogram. OACB is a parallelogram. What is A vector here? That OA equal to A vector and OB equal to B vector. So this one B means, this is also B, this one A means, this is also A. You first drop a perpendicular, because area, no, we need a perpendicular. BM, from B we have drawn this perpendicular BM, and this angle be theta. So area of OACB, this parallelogram will be half into, not half, wrong, base into height, that is OA into MB. Okay, so MB is what? OB sin theta. This is A. OA means no vector, just simply write A, B, sin theta. This is nothing but A cross B. Okay, done. Because we have just done it before, that A cross B mod is AB sin theta. So we can write in the form of A cross B. Suppose in the previous problem, here they have given find the area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are this and this. So A cross B found out. In the previous example, in example 1, if sides are given by R1 equal to I minus 2j plus k and R2 equal to 3i plus 2k, then R1 cross R2 you have found. You are going to find area of parallelogram. So R1 cross R2 you got minus 4i plus j plus 6k. This is R1 cross R2. Now, area of parallelogram will be what? That you better don't keep in the form of vector. Although area also can be vector, but here in mathematics you will be writing required area equal to mod, which is given by 36 plus 17 root 53 square unit. Hope you have understood. If two sides of parallelogram given, then you can find area by using cross product and then by taking modulus. Now question arises, what is the area of triangle? How to get area of triangle? Let us learn in this context only, area of triangle. You know, by triangle law, if two sides are known, their direction, third side, can be determined by position vector. So I am giving you two vectors this manner only. This is A vector, this is B vector. Okay? Maybe direction different, it doesn't matter. Your problem is to find the area of triangle OAB. Okay? To find the area, we need the concept we have just learned. What is that? We complete the parallelogram. Okay? The parallelogram is completed now. Now this parallelogram is OACB, this one B vector, this one A vector, and area of triangle will be half the area of the parallelogram OACB. Agree or not? So it will be half mod of A cross B. Okay? So if you know origin as one of the vertex, then this is the area. Suppose a problem arises this manner, I am just writing in the form of symbol. Find the, I am not giving you data here, find the area of triangle whose three vertices are given by A, B and C vector. Find the area of this triangle whose three vertices are given by A, B and C. How to find? Very easy. You will remember this formula. It is half A cross B. So in this case you find those two sides given are position vectors. This is A, this one B, this vector is C. So area is what? Area of triangle ABC. As you have learned, half AB cross AC. Okay? You take mod, no problem. You write mod here because area normally we don't keep in terms of vector, we keep in terms of scalar. So this area is half AB crosses. Half, what is AB here? AB is B minus A cross AC is what? C minus A. Alright. So now area of ABC you got, you just calculate in simplified form. B cross C, B cross A minus A cross C plus A cross A. So this is going to be half B cross C minus B cross A is A cross B plus, okay. So this is for descriptive paper. if it is required to show this result, you do this way only. Half B cross C plus C cross A plus A cross B, or A cross B, B cross C, C cross C, coming in order. Now, if those three vertices, their points are given, how will you do? You find A B vector, this is only position vector of B minus A, C minus A. In that case, you get the area in terms of a number. Clear? Understood? Now, one very good application here we learn that when diagonals are given, how to find the area of parallelogram. Question is this: how to find the area of parallelogram whose diagonals are given? So let us take a parallelogram. Its two diagonals are given this manner. We are doing vector, it will be given in terms of vector only. And this one also, D2. Okay, we want to find area of, let AC equal to D1 and BD equal to D2. What we are going to do? We are going to find the sides first, because we have found the area in terms of two adjacent sides. This one is vector A and take this one as vector B. Then area will be mod A cross B, and you can find the value of A and B in terms of D1, D2. How to? If this one B vector, this is going to be B vector. This one A vector, this is going to be A vector. Okay? So now, in triangle ABC, AC is going to be what? AB plus BC. Therefore, D1 equal to A plus B. And in triangle ABD, what do you find? That AB plus BD equal to AD. So what is AB? Here A plus BD equal to B. So BD vector is what? B minus A. Hope you have understood. D1, D2, this is, so D2 vector going to be B minus A, number 2. If you add these two, D1 plus D2 going to be 2B. So B vector is what? D1 plus D2 by 2. Clear? So how do you find A vector? You just subtract. We have added 1 plus 2, we got the vector B. Now 1 minus 2, if you do this, D1 minus D2 equal to 2A. So A vector going to be D1 minus D2 by 2. Okay? So you got length of two sides. Now we are going to find the area of triangle in terms of D1 and D2. I am writing here. This area equal to mod of A cross B. A and B both are found out. What are those? That A vector is D1 minus D2 by 2 and B is D1 plus D2 by 2. Just write there d1 minus d2 by 2 cross d1 plus d2 by 2. Clear? You take 1/4 outside. This is going to be d1 minus d2 cross d1 plus d2. So this implies 1/4 d1 plus d2 0 plus d1 plus d2 right there minus d2 cross d1 minus d2 cross d2. Okay? So 1/4 plus half into mod. So if two diagonals are given in the form d1 and d2, then area of parallelogram going to be half of mod d1 cross d2. Now two diagonals given, you need not find a and b. If you remember this formula, directly you apply it. Okay? You can find the area of parallelogram in terms of the diagonals. Okay? Just let us solve one simple example. Example 2. Let two diagonals given d1 equal to 2y minus 3k and d2 equal to 3j plus 4k. Find area. Diagonals are given this way, you find area. Just one more application. Simple application. So area we will first write when you are answering descriptive paper for your school exam. You will write area is given by half, just to learn, half mod of d1 cross d2. Here d1 vector is what? 2i minus 3k, that is 2i plus 0j minus 3k, and d2 vector is what? 0i plus 3j plus 4k. Am I correct? Hope you have understood. So required area will be half ijk in the first row, then what? Then there will be 2 0 minus 3 0 3 4 half into I 0 plus 9 minus j 8 plus 0 and plus k into 6 minus 0. So it will be half into 9i plus 6k. Never keep the area in this format, you find the modulus. This is modulus really. So the area, required area going to be half mod of d1 cross d2, that is half into mod of d1 cross d2 is what? That is half already there. So we need to write half into mod of 9i minus 8j plus 6k. So this is going to be half into root over 9 square, 8 square, 6 square, 81, 64, 36. Root 181 by 2. Clear? Hope you have understood. This much square unit is the area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are given. Okay? Now, cross product can be used to derive formula in case of triangles. That sine rule we can derive with the help of cross product easily. Dot product helps to find the cosine rule and the projection formula. Here we find application in trigo this manner. Application in trigonometry. That is to prove the sine rule. We are going to prove sine rule here. Sine rule, when you are going to do, you have to take all three angles and their opposite sides. ABC is the triangle. This is A, this one B, this one C. Angle A, angle B, and this is angle C. Okay? Then in triangle ABC, you take BC equal to A vector. This is justified because length is A and we have taken the vector in that direction only, along the direction of A only. So in triangle ABC, BC equal to A, CA equal to B, and AB equal to C. Therefore, BC plus CA plus AB equal to 0 because they are forming closing sides. I mean, they will include, they start from B and terminate at B, so sum is 0. Therefore, A plus B plus C equal to 0. Now taking cross product with the vector C first. This 0 means 0 vector, no? So, A plus B plus C. In case of dot product, we have taken dot product with C. Here, cross product with C. So, this is going to be A cross C, B cross C, C cross C equal to 0. Now A cross C is what? A cross C will be AC. This is the direction of C vector. This is A vector. So A cross C, it is into the plane of paper. So if you take the vector perpendicular to the plane as K, that is going to be minus K. Isn't it? So this is going to be AC and the angle between them is this thing, 180 minus B. AC sine 180 minus B, that multiplied by minus K cap. Okay? Because you have curled the vector from A to C. It is going into the plane of paper. This plus B cross C. B cross C is what? B's direction this way and C's direction this way. Angle between them is 180 minus A. So that is going to be BC sine 180 minus A, and this is going to be K vector. Why? Because if you curl the finger from B directed this way, B to C, it is coming perpendicular to plane of paper towards me. But in that case, A cross C going away from me into the plane of paper, that's why I have taken minus. So this implies AC sin B minus plus BC sin A into K cap. This is zero vector always. Okay, it will be a zero vector. So zero vector means coefficient will be 0. Therefore, BC sin A minus AC sin B going to be 0. Therefore, BC sin A, AC sin B. Therefore, B by sin B equal to A by sin B. Okay? Now, the question is, if you got this B by sin B equal to A by sin A, then how to get other? I mean, you have related A sin A with B sin B, and the rule is it is C by sin C. How to get this? One similar thing, that will take cross product with the vector B. Then you can relate A and C, and from there you can prove it. Hope you will be able to do this. Okay? So sine rule is proved. You must try to prove this one also. This will be your homework. And if you are not able to do, you write in the comment box. That is, prove by vector method for any two angles. For any two angles A and B, prove that number 1, that is sin A plus B, this is what? Sin A cos B plus, and if minus is there, it will be minus. You try. If you are not able to do, you write in the comment box. Definitely I am going to solve. So I will be ending this session by solving one conceptual question, only one. Okay? What is that? Find a vector of magnitude 20 units perpendicular to the plane of A equal to 3i minus j plus 2k and B equal to I plus 2j minus k. Why this is conceptual? Because no formula given for that. Although I could have written one formula, but I have waited till this sum. How you do it? How to find the vector? What you are going to do there, just you need to remember the meaning of A cross B. Just to find perpendicular to the plane of this. A cross B itself a vector perpendicular to the plane of A and B, isn't it? This is a vector perpendicular to the plane of A and B. This we have seen. This we know. So, we can easily find unit vector perpendicular to plane of A and B. And then multiply the result by 20. So, unit vector perpendicular to the plane of A and B is given by n cap equal to A cross B by mod of A cross B. And required vector going to be what? Required vector is 20 into n cap. Am I correct? So this you have to find here, which is A cross B. I, J, K. This is 3 minus 1, 2. 1, 2 minus 1. Okay? So this is I into 1 minus 4 minus J into plus K into 6 plus 1. So this is minus 3I plus 5J plus 7K. Clear? So A cross B you got here. Mod A cross B is what? Mod A cross B will be 9, 25, 49. That is root 83. So required vector going to be what? The answer, vector of magnitude 20 units. A vector perpendicular to plane of A and B, and its magnitude is going to be 20 unit. Okay, this is the question. You got in cap. How? By finding A cross B and its mod. A cross B is what? 5J plus 7K by root 83. And required vector is what? 20 into okay, and keep this elementary concept of cross product in your mind and wait for the next session. Thank you for staying with me.